full moon in Gemini on the 4th or 5th of December, depends where you are. This is practical astrology without the astrological jargon. Hey, I'm Yoshi, holistic astrologer. If you want to support this channel, remember to comment and subscribe. And if you would like to have a personal birth chart reading with me, good news, my bookings are open again. You can check the description, all informations are there. Let's begin. At certain moments in life, we need to ask ourselves, do I follow the path of comfort or do I answer to my inner calling? And this full moon is one of those moments. And this invitation might come through some random conversation. You might even just overhear someone saying something, and that would be information you might need. Other option is that you might see something online and out of nowhere it would be this missing puzzle to your path. Sometimes truth can arrive really fast. I mean, those moments when we know it was a download, we didn't think about the solution and it just came to us. And it would be a bit easier to be open to those moments if you will leave the house. And it's me saying that, a person who loves to stay in the house for days and days and days. But with full moon in Gemini, the connection, conversation, exchange of the information is the key. With full moon in Gemini, also little travels, exploring your surrounding neighborhood, something which is not taking you for, overnight, oversea. It might be the change of the scenery you need to experience the inspiration which you were missing for a while. And I'm not promising that it will happen right now, it's not a prediction, but the window is definitely open. And we all know that sometimes one conversation, one decision can change direction of our life. Many of us feels that the old story is done and the new story is already here. We are not waiting. This full moon might bring an inner tension. I'm not talking about drama, but something which feels just uncomfortable when you sense that your old way of being, old way of connecting doesn't work for you anymore. And I know I was talking about it also before, but everything in astrology is an older, longer story. It's a part of the longer change. And this time you might experience it the most in aspects related to relationships, money, and also how you value yourself, about your worth. And this inner tension is not here to make you just uncomfortable and uneasy. It's here to help you, to give you this final push in the direction which is for you, which matches you more than the one which was a part of you a while ago. And if something feels too comfortable, too easy, it's probably not for you. I don't like to talk about leaving your comfort zone and stuff like that. I believe we need more of comfort zones in our life. But if you are doing something just out of habit and you don't feel satisfaction from it anymore, and you don't have the feeling of drive that you want to expand, that you want to do more, this full moon might give you the subtle tension which is telling you, I need to change because otherwise life will be just like that, or maybe life will change it for me. And it's not always the nicer thing to to know that something just kick out us from the situation. The key right now is to be patient and not rushing the things, to make those smaller inner changes first and then see the result in the outside. Big part of it is that we have Mercury in Scorpio, and Mercury is our way of thinking and communicating. Scorpio wants to observe before making a final decision or making a bigger change. It's not about being passive, but it's about choosing inside what you want to see outside and letting go the habits, especially those mental habits, which are not serving a new version of you. I mentioned mental habits. Let's talk a little bit more about your nervous system. We are constantly bombarded by informations, but not all those informations meant to come to be part of your consciousness. You can ask yourself, do you really need to check your phone, messages, emails, or even worse, news first thing in the morning? Gemini are related to information, social media, and that's the time when we can decide to create our own bubble of what is coming to us and to use social media in a way that is serving us, because it's one of the easiest way to advertise yourself, to do marketing without hiring anyone, instead of being used by social media. Short personal note. Not long time ago, a friend of mine told me that when she cannot sleep, she likes to listen to audiobook, and right now she's listening something on YouTube. And when she opened YouTube at night, just to listen something which calm her mind and she will fall asleep, she had so many suggestions on her feed which were just dark, which were like disturbing, which were not what she wanted to see at all. She told me some specific about what was there, and it was horrible to even listen about it. And I asked myself, where is the border between staying informed and knowing what is happening in the world, and when it's harming your mental health? This full moon is asking you to practice discernment and to ask your body what your body needs, that your mind and your nervous system, they are not separated, that you can calm everything down. And it's not necessarily only about calming down, that you are just not abusing your nervous system by everything which is around the world. Okay, here are a few examples which might actually happen in your life, which are showing how this full moon energy might work. First example, you might have a casual conversation with someone, and this person might have a great idea for you. This person might have this initiative to collaborate, or will tell you, oh, actually, I should contact you with this other person. You would be amazing doing something together. And you would feel that it's not pressure, that is just like clicking. That is the one thing which you were waiting for months without knowing. Second example, you might see something online, especially if you took care of your bubble and the content which is coming to you, it's supportive. And then you might have this moment of like, wow, this is my next step. This is what I want to do very soon, and I'm so excited about it. It will be not planned. It will be not the part of your 5 years plan, if anyone has 5 years plan still. But it will be, I don't like to say, it meant to be. Yes, it meant to be. Other aspect of this full moon is about communication, because it's Gemini. Gemini are twins, they are here to talk, communicate, how to express your needs, which changed lately, in the most supportive way, in the way which is good for your relationships. And you might notice that your beliefs changed, that your loyalties changed, that your desire for authenticity is way stronger than ever. And that's the lesson here. how to express without overpowering another person, how to keep sense of humor, because we have a Sagittarius season. We should use our good sense of humor to is life, is all those situations which are just heavy, because life is not so easy, we know it. And I said before, it's about relationships and money, but it's also about collaborations, it's also about your clients, and about the people who you see as your mentors, your teachers, people who you were following because of their opinions. You might see that you are not sharing the same opinions anymore, and it's fine. It's better to know that we are growing instead of feeling that we stayed the same. You might realize that your beliefs, especially those one about money and about love, they never been yours. They were given to you because of your culture, your family, maybe social media, and now the situations start to be more clear. But it's always another story. With Mercury in Scorpio, it's better to be strategic. It's the moment when strategic honesty is better instead of saying everything all at once and expecting that it will work exactly how we want to. Another part related to communication is about gossiping, because twins, chit chats. Don't believe gossips. Not only those ones which are in your environment like work or friendship group, but also online, because if you will take a side, if you will get involved, if you will be so energetically into it, you might be surprised later that the gossip was just a gossip and probably you took the wrong side. And it's never a nice feeling to be a part of some dramatic confusion. Ask yourself, can you observe and connect without talking too much? This full moon is about connection, cooperation, sharing informations. But you don't need to overshare to connect. Mercury in Scorpio after retrograde can remind me that a bit of strategy in relationships can be wise but also fun. It doesn't have to be heavy, it doesn't have to be that you feel like you're hiding yourself. And if you are neurospicy, you might have a tendency to overshare without even noticing that you are doing it. If you feel often that after some casual conversations, interactions, you have an emotional hangover because later you even don't think, you feel that you said too much, you can find so many resources online right now to help yourself to find out the way how to connect, how to talk without exposing yourself to the point when you just feel uncomfortable constantly. It's a thing which you can truly learn, and this is a really good time to practice boundaries with yourself about what you want to say and how you want to say it and to whom you want to say it. This full moon is one of the best moments to start practicing not only communication but also breath work. Every zodiac sign is connected with a body part. Gemini are connected with lungs, hands, arms, and nervous system. I love this connection. Lungs and nervous system, because our breath can help our nervous system in probably the quickest, the cheapest way possible. And just a note, breath work is not only to calm down yourself, to relax, it's also to focus, to have more energy and to experience life on way deeper level. In the days after full moon, and we all know, I think we all know that full moons and new moons are working with our energy 3 days before, 3 days after, and even longer, but that's the minimum. In the days after full moon in Gemini, you might see first real results of your commitment. And it's not about mastery. Gemini is not supporting this feeling that you need to have all diplomas and you need to have your skills needs to be practical, and you need to give yourself a container to show people that you are doing it, instead of waiting for perfect opportunity and for some university diploma or something. It's not this time. After this full moon, you might see that your commitment start to pay off, and I really wish you that, because especially if you started something in March, in the end of March of this year, you will see your growth, and I hope it will happen for you this time. We don't need to know the whole story yet. How boring it would be. Okay, one of my cats came over. I will show you. Saturn. Not such a baby anymore. Yeah, but Saturn is here. You don't need to know the whole story. How boring it would be. I know I'm repeating myself, but I was thinking about this sentence for a while. You just need to know your next step, and the best, if this step will be exciting. Let's follow our excitement, because we have so many responsibilities in life. Then if we can find something which is giving us some energy, fun, then we should do it more. I hope this full moon will bring you some clarity, connections, and if you like this channel, remember to leave the comment. Let me know, how are you feeling? Do you feel like oversharing is or was your issue? Because it's quite a big deal for many of us, or was quite a big deal for many of us. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, check options, because they are a bit different than what can you find on apps or ChatGPT. And if you are wondering why my background changed so much and I don't have stars anymore, you can check my previous cats YouTube video, and you will see where I am again. I'm really happy that you are here. See you next time. Bye!